Ooh, the redstone shulker box is here. So, you may remember we made the charcoal machine, which is a very fine and flawless piece of redstone genius. If you want to find the tutorial for this, go and look on the YouTube channel. It's fantastic. So, I thought to myself, what could we do with so much charcoal? We could use it to power a furnace or some sort of smelting device. Now, I was like, I could make a smelting device similar to the one I have back at spawn with the, you know, how much coal do I have? All of it. All of the charcoal. It's very fine. Very fine contraption. If you haven't seen this, what you do, right? Let me go and chop a tree down. Give me your log. Right? You throw them in here, in this large chest. You shut the door of the large chest. They're gone. But wait, they reappear. They reappear as charcoal. There it goes. But then, when the furnaces that power this, when they need a bit more charcoal, you don't have to put more charcoal into them manually because it's got some, it just uses its own. Oh yeah. Flawless redstone. I was set a challenge by Marcel, who is our resident Minecraft redstone god. Right? No offense, Rick, but it's just better. To make a furnace array. Now, to me, this sounded like gobbledygook, but he showed me some wizardry, right? He was like, this is what it is, and this is what it's for. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Can we make it hook itself up to unfollow, unsub, bye, later? But can we make it so it hooks up to this? So that this automatically filters into it so you haven't got our input fuel. And he said, yeah, of course you can. And I'm like, sweet. So we're going to do that. And now, I just need to make sure I orientate it correctly. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the furnace thing first so that it works. Then I'll worry about making this go into it. Right? Because let's do one thing at a time. Let's not get carried away. In my other screen, I have the creative world. Hence, I have 2 instances of Minecraft running. So hopefully it doesn't cause any issues, but it shouldn't do. Because I want to keep it relatively close to the charcoal thingamabob. And this one has already got the nether portal in. And it's not really big enough. I'll make one. I'll make one that looks kind of the same. And it's going to go here. Here and then down to there, and we'll terraform and it'll be fantastic. So this is what we're going to need. We'll just lay out our main chests. This isn't where it's going to stay, or this isn't where this isn't going to be it. But if we put the main, where have I put them? Where have I put the chests? Where have I? Okay, this is a good start. It's fine. Flawless redstone is. I did some preparation and then misplaced all of my chests. Chests? There they are. They'd stocked up on all of... They just opened a new redstone shop and I was like, yes! I am on my way to buy stuff. So I went to the shop and I bought all of the I bought loads of redstone stuff. All of the redstone I could possibly want, probably. Now this is going to be slightly different to Marcel's design because his one, the chest is here, right? And then the input chest is right on the corner of this hopper here. And then there's another chest here for the charcoal, which I will place for now, but it won't be a permanent thing because, as I say, it will be hooked up to the charcoal machine. The machine of charcoal. Here and here. So this is where it's going to be, and then we'll have a little building around it. See, the main difference is the contraption that makes it all work it'll be underground, but it goes that direction, and then this will be in the way. So I'm going to see if I can, this is where it's going to be complicated because I'm going to try and change it, and I'm going to make it go backwards. Which I can't see being a massive issue. It just means that the hoppers will go the other way. What could possibly go wrong? So, That is where it's going to end up. It's going to end up there. We'll have a little hut. And this will be filled up out of there eventually, but not straight away. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So we're going to need to get our digging tools out. We're going to need to dig a big hole. So if my calculations were correct, I think it needed to be I think it was 8 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 deep. And Christ, I'll just make it massive. Be done with it. Shovel buddy. Flawless. Very fine. Never doubted myself. Parkour. There, and there. It's hard to explain why this is here until it's a bit further into it. So basically, there'll be multiple hoppers. Multiple furnaces. So you'll place them in, and there's 16 furnaces, and then mine carts that go around and distribute all the things that you've put into the main chest into each of the furnaces. So there's only a few in each one. Then there's a second minecart that goes around and distributes coal into each of the furnaces. And then when the furnaces have finished smelting, they unload themselves into a dropper, and the dropper pops them out into a water channel, which flows, and then it shoots it back up into this chest, into here. And it all flows upwards in the bubbly water thing into here. It sounds crazy. It does sound like I've gone mad, but when you see it happen, you'll be like, yeah. You have a question? Ask away. Ask away. This is a tutorial after all. Apart from the challenge of making it why. Exactly. Does there need to be another reason? I want to smelt a fuck ton of stuff fast, and I'm impatient. I'm an impatient fuck. That is why I need this. And does there need to be any other reason? Absolutely fucking not. Okay, so bubble elevator, buddy, goes here. Like that. You're going to be there like a vulture. Probably. Always watching Wazowski. Right, so that goes there. Then I need the first of my ice in front of that, which I have conveniently put away. But that's fine, I'll go and get it in a minute. I can replace the rest of this glaze. Okay, don't think I need to do anything fancy at the top here. I think the water just flows that way naturally. It's all shits and giggles until someone's giggles and shits. Hey, you know what I was thinking about the other day? Which is not an old thing to be thinking about, but, you know, you should be... it's something to think about, right? It's something to think about. You know how when you go for a piss, you just go for a piss, right? But if you go for a shit, a little bit of piss comes out. Wouldn't that be inconvenient if it happened the other way around? if you went for a piss and a little bit of shit came out. These are the things we need to think about. These are the things. Right, so then we get our packed ice and pop it there. We get our pressure plates there. That stops the... By putting these here, it stops the water flowing out. That is the reason that they are there. Now, we need to get back up the top. So, we need... Thanks. Water. Yes. See? Now, what we need to do is make all of these from top to bottom water source blocks. So, to do that, any water block that has kelp in it then becomes a sort of water block. See? The pressure plates stop the water going this way. We need it to just go up. And then, once they're a water source block, the soul sand will make bubbles, right? And the bubbles will make things float up there. And we can demonstrate this. Once the kelp is all grown up, I could just swim down there and put it in, but I don't have that much. I'll just wait for it to grow. I take it will grow. I think it'll grow. I'll wait for it to grow. So, now we start entering into the world of the redstone. We need our first redstone thingamabobs. We need to put... This is where it's going to start getting complicated, and it's not going to cooperate. A dropper here, but not facing that way. Here, yes, and here. These will be the droppers that dispense... See... They would, to me, dispense the items, but they would also drop them. They can't dispense them because these aren't dispensers. They are droppers. Now, we need more bottle buddies. Here, and here. Here. Is this to the top? I think it is now, isn't it? Yes! Yes, look how glorious it works. Hey. So, this is what it's for. This is why this is a thing. So, the dispenser will dispense, I don't know, in this case, kelp. Out of here, once it is smelted, gets whizzed along here, shoots up there, flies out the top because obviously it hasn't got a lid on it. No, not like that. And it's collected in the chests up there. Oh my god, it's working. I haven't started doing the redstone yet, so it's all going to go horribly wrong from here. And then, theoretically... Oh, yeah, it's here. Very fine. So if you're taking notes, get your little notepad out, get your spectacles, right? Take a screenshot, whatever you need. This is the stage that we're at. Now we're going to get into some crazy redstone. We need to make a thingamabob, right? That makes the droppers fire once they realise something is in them. No. There. And no. Cooperate with me. There. And there. One more. Yes. One more. And on this side, 3 and then a 1. 1, 2, 3, and then a 1. And then here, we need to do the same. We need to make the droppers fire when they need to fire. This is how we're going to do it. We are going to put a comparator this way round, so it's looking at this block, and we need to set that to subtract. We need to put a repeater coming out of this block on 1 tick. And the dust is going to go from here, round here, into here. Shut up! If I'm correct, which I may not be, this should then as planned. So, let's do it again on this side. Let's check this one works as well. Oh my god, it does. Bye, have a great time. Now, we need to feed our droppers with things. Very fine smelted stuffs. Up, buddy. Even they're astounded. So, these will be the hoppers that collect from our furnaces. Now we need our furnaces. We need our furnaces sitting on top of our smeltery. Smeltery. Fuck. Okay. What? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay, so that's our furnaces in place. All 16. All ready and waiting. Now, we need some more hoppers. We need hoppers into the back of each of the furnaces so that they can be fed with fuel. And we need hoppers going into the top of each of the furnaces so they can be fed with whatever we want to smelt. So let's get some furnaces going again. Hoppers, sorry. Hoppers online. Now we need to set up a system of distributing whatever we need to go into the furnaces into the hoppers. So, rails. Rails and redstone. What the rails are going to do is take our items from the chests up here, the input chests. This one for the items to be smelted, or smote. And this chest for the fuel, which will eventually become the charcoal machine in here. This will eventually feed this. Probably should have brought some scaffolding for this, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonal body. Let's do that. Let's get some rails. Oh, geez, I'm flustered already. I'm flustered. Right, in that case then, let's throw some rails on this bad boy. Let's rail up until the end of the hoppers. So we need to get down that. Yes, down here. All one purpose. Okay, let's do some building. Let's put here. No. Here, and here. Right, there. We've done a thing. It's somewhat productive, mildly productive. Now we need rails. Do we need any redstone bits? Yes, the middle block needs to be redstone block. This one, redstone. Not this one. This can go away. Get out of my face. We're doing rails. We're doing rails, everybody. Rails are happening. Powered. End. Here. No. There. So then we need to add a redstone block on the top. Another temporary thing. Redstone block. Now I'm Parkour. No, not there. Right. Very good. Okay, that's gone forever. Now, we need to do the same thing. Here. Redstone block. Powerful pickaxe. And then powered rail. Okay, that doesn't go like that. Get out. Now you get back the right way around. There. And then this. There. Very fine. Now, right. I didn't realise that you could just put it on top of there and it'll be in the right place. Now I know. Oh, for fuck's sake. Powered rails. Now, where do they go? This one needs to have its endpoint underneath the fuel chest. This one here, the lower one of the two. This one needs to go over there. This is our fuel input area. Where are my chest boys? Chest boys? There they are. Chesty boy. So, this is fuel input. Probably gonna need more powered rails in here now. But let's just get the track in to make sure it all fits. That stops there. It's time for the harper. Get to the harper. Hopper minecart. Yes, very fine. Now, next, we need to have... I don't know whether this is going to fit. I don't know whether it's all going to fit around the water thingamabob. It doesn't need to. Does it need to? Yeah, it does, because it needs to have... Oh, fuck. Because the other minecart needs to come to here. This is making my brain explode. Redstone line here. That's just a... That's not a... Right, okay. I take it that'll change to a normal. Yes, it did. There, and I need a detector rail. There needs to be a detector rail here. I haven't made a detector rail yet, but I will make a detector rail, and that's where it'll go when I have one. This needs to have a comparator goes. Need to make sure I get it orientated correctly. Here, like this. And it is set to comparator, not subtractor. Now, repeater here, but not facing that way, because that would be incorrect. So it needs to face this way, and it is on one tick, like this. Just hook an inverted NOT gate into the RSNOR latch with a 24 tick clock. I'm getting to that bit where I do exactly that, because I do know what that is and how to make it work. Now, right. You're trying to confuse me with this. You're trying to think I don't know the jargon. I know what it is. Now, this block has redstone on, which goes to another comparator over there. Now, let me get there. Block, buddy. This goes in there like that. Now, that is right, isn't it? The two double thingy goes to yes. Now that is correct, as I planned. Now, this is in the right place. You feel like a black hole of confusion and anger. Yes, that's what this is. Now, I need to make the rail point up, but I don't need the rail there. So if I put a rail here, this might not be the right way of doing this, but fuck, I do need them detector rails back. Come back, nya. Like that. And then if I get rid of this one, that should stay that way. Yes! Does it work if I place it like that? Does that make it go down? Downways? Yes, it does. I need another comparator. Here. That way round. Okay, I didn't want that one anymore. Now, need another hopper that goes here into this one. Like this. Chest buddies. Actually, I'm changing it. Here, because I like it better like that. That might not be allowed, but that's what's happening. Because it is symmetrical with this one, but not symmetrical with this, but fuck it. Now, that goes... This one needs to connect to here, I think. It's going to anyway. Excuse me? Why did this... Fuck! Why did that happen? Right, let's try this again. Give me that back. Rail. Detector rail. Where are you? Here. Go in your rightful place. Be a detector rail again. You, fuck off. You, become hoppified again. Very fine. Now, don't fuck with me. So, I think that's connected. Now I need to finish off the redstone stuff around here. Now my gate thing is in the right place. So, that comparator, this one here, comes out to a block with a redstone torch on it. Redstone torch. There. Oh, fuck me, there's another comparator on that block. That one. Here, like that. Then, another block into here. Then, there's also a block there. This one, get out of my face. This block also has a redstone torch on it. Here. Which, if if I'm correct, and I may be not, that makes that do that. This redstone torch, when this stuff does its thing, will open and close this gate. Now this gate will stop the hopper minecart thing. This hole needs to be bigger. My large hole was not wholly and large enough. So comparator goes that way round. And then where does that fucking hopper go? It just points to the side. To here. So that goes there like that. Right, there's another repeater that goes into here. So that comparator needs another one of them and a torch here. And then redstone that comes round. Here, here, here. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's now full. Like that. Is it done? Other than adding the carts and making sure that it all works. Am I likely to need to add any more redstone blocks here? Powered rails even. That's what I meant. One here and one here. So, like that. That. Filling in all the gaps to make it all work very fine. Right, do we do it? Should we just throw some fucking sand in here and make some glaze? There they go. There they go. There goes one of them. Where's the other one? Why isn't this one gone? It's broken. Powered rail, but it's not powered. Why isn't it powered? Oh, it's because of this, isn't it? It's because of that. See? See? I did that. I figured it out. I need to give the other one a shove. Oh, it's clicking. Redstone's happening. Yes. Yes, look at the glass come in. Oh, I need to put a lid on the fucking elevator. It's fucking mean. Whee! Where's some of that glaze? Maybe put a second powered rail where the coal cart starts to go more, to give it more oomph. Ah, yeah, it does. They could both do with another one, to be fair. Oh, now I gotta pick up loads of shit. I thought I cleared all this shit out of here. Well, I can cook, but fuck it. I've taken it out now. I think that's that. Oh. This one? Yeah! Yeah! We did it! Thanks for your help, Marcel. Thanks to everybody. Everybody helped, really. You were all there for moral support. Let's take a look at the furnace array in a creative world so we can take a better look at some of the intricacies of it. We'll take a look at some of the individual mechanisms that make it work. We'll also take a look at which items you need to make it. This is effectively what I've just built in the survival world. The only differences are that the coal input and the item input chests are in a different place, because in my build I decided to move them in my infinite wisdom. That didn't really work, as you saw, but we made it work in the end. So, the items you'll need to make it are, you'll need some blocks to place your redstone on. In this case, in here, we're using stone bricks. As you saw in the other world, we're using netherrack. You'll need droppers, you'll need repeaters, you'll need comparators, redstone dust itself, and redstone blocks. You'll also need redstone torches and a gate. You'll need hoppers, loads of hoppers, minecarts and hoppers. Then you'll need some various rails. You'll need powered rails, detector rails, regular rails, lots of furnaces, in this case 16, but this is expandable, so you could make it bigger than that. Some glass, some kelp to make your water source blocks for the item elevator, some chests, some soul sand to make the bubbles for the item elevator, some ice, pressure plates, and obviously some water as well. Let's take a closer look at a couple of the mechanisms within the furnace array itself. So these are your two distribution lines, the item distribution rail line and the coal distribution rail line. As you can see, carts running up and down the tracks. It's all fired off once you put items into this chest. It does a couple of things. First of all, it sends a signal to both of the minecarts, so they start moving. Like this. Okay, and they'll move backwards and forwards. What it also does is, once it realizes there's items still in here, it uses the detector rail to open and close the fence gate to hold the minecart in place until it's full, rather than just taking one or two items and then disappearing off again. It makes it a bit more efficient. So as you notice, it's opening and closing. That takes a signal from this comparator, sends it through a loop up to here, and makes this redstone torch turn on and off. It also sends a signal back this way to make the coal cart start moving backwards and forwards as well. Those two lines translate over here. The coal distribution line will go over these hoppers, feeding all of the furnaces with coal, and it's important to fill, like we saw in the survival world. It's important to fill these hoppers with these, just to make it a bit more efficient, so it hasn't got to completely fill up with charcoal. The top hoppers take your items that you're smelting, so whether it be coal or stone or whatever it happens to be, that's where the top cart goes over and where the items go. Once they've smelted, they pop out of the hoppers in the bottom of the furnaces, and they go into this dropper. The comparator is set to comparator mode, detects whether there's items in the dropper, sends a signal around here, back over to here, which fires the dropper, and that will keep doing that until it's empty. The dropper drops the items into the water, and then they get collected by the item elevator, and then goes into the storage chest at the top. This is a closer look at the storage chest at the top. The soul sand in the bottom of the item elevator, which creates the bubbles to lift the items up, as we saw when we were making it. And it shoots it up, and that gets collected in here. Fairly self-explanatory. And these are the water channels. Now, you'll notice that there's a block of ice and a pressure plate. The pressure plate is there to stop the water flowing back on itself and keep it all flowing in one direction. The ice blocks underneath the pressure plate are there to help the item keep moving. It won't stop over here because it will skid across the ice and into the next water channel, which will keep it going along like this. If we drop an item in here, we'll see it go along, and it's not possible for it to stop over there, and it will just keep everything moving. And you could do the same if you use smaller water channels that do exactly the same.